lisemwalo lipo kama halipo laja. I don't know how to translate to English, but I'll try. What is said exists. If it doesn't exist today, it is on its way to. I don't know, but lisemwalo lipo kama halipo li njiani laja. 2 days ago, ladies and gentlemen, KTN News revealed explosive details about what is happening at President William Ruto's State House. According to what we received on our news desk, KTN claimed that the current Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, had been stripped of some of his responsibilities, which were transferred to the office of Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. Now, fresh reports indicate that Kindiki's motorcade has been reduced by a half. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on your screen, this is Billy. He has posted by saying, just in, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki's motorcade reduced by a half. Before I continue, as you continue watching this clip, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I request you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button that is down here. Once you are done, remember to turn on the notification bell so that at the moment we upload a new video clip, you'll be notified that Mona Kenya Media has uploaded a new video clip to watch. This is the only YouTube channel you can trust. We don't sugarcoat, but we always put news as it is. Once you are done with subscription, remember to turn on the notification bell. Without wasting your time, back to our analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, this development news has finally sparked widespread concern here in Kenya and speculation across the country. I want to put this into perspective so that we can really understand what do all these developments mean for Kindiki's political future, because we have exactly 1 year to go to the next general elections. Point number one is like Kenya Kwanza government is forcing Kindiki to resign. Najua wanasema akufukuzae hakuambii toka. The one who wants you gone will never tell you directly. They show you through their actions. So at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, we can authoritatively report that the current Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, is no longer wanted in the government. And a time has come. He should begin planning his next political move. I think you remember what happened to the former impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who, when he was in the government, he was gradually sidelined, even by Ruto, before eventually being removed from the office he had. And this is exactly what we are witnessing, because Gachagua ended up kwenda huko wa Munyoro. So Kindiki achunge. Number 2, haya yote yanamaanisha nini when it comes to Professor Kithure Kindiki's future politics? Ruto has officially abandoned the so-called Mlima Kenya region. Ruto has realized that Mlima Kenya region has largely shifted its political support toward Rigathi Gachagua, particularly after the outcome of the Ole Kalau by-election, because we had a by-election about 2 weeks ago. Yes, I think so, yes. So Kindiki failed terribly to deliver the region politically after UDA lost the contest, you know, despite reports that the government invested a lot, significant resources during the campaign, including distributing handouts, mattresses, gas cylinders, blankets, you know, but they ended up losing to Rigathi Gachagwa's political party DCP candidate Sami Ngotho. So, as a result, Ruto sees little political benefit in retaining Kindiki if he cannot help secure support from the so-called Mlima Kenya region. That is why they are not interested in Kindiki. Point number 3, Ruto has settled on Mudavadi for the deputy presidential slot 2027. There are growing claims all over in Kenya that Ruto intends to pick Musalia Mudavadi as his running mate in the next general elections 2027, in an effort maybe to secure votes from Western Kenya, you know. So this strategy may not succeed because Edwin Sifuna has recently demonstrated significant political popularity in Western region. You know, Sifuna ndio sisi, sisi ndio Sifuna, is all over. So even if Ruto decides to pick Musalia Mudavadi as his next running mate 2027, they may end up losing terribly to the current Nairobi County Senator Edwin Sifuna, because Sifuna, as we speak, is a political force here in Kenya. That is why hata watoto wakiwa na miaka mitatu wanajua sisi ndio Sifuna, Sifuna ndio sisi, you know. So Sifuna received a good reception when he was in Western region during the last weekend, actually. Yes, to be specific, on Saturday he was in Trans Nzoia. The following day, which was on Sunday, he was in Bungoma County. Actually, the reception was well off, you know. This indicates that Ruto is going to lose the next general elections. Hata wafanya nini kwa Kindiki, watazama wote. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude by asking you a simple question. Do you think Kithure Kindiki should resign before the 2027 general elections? Write your opinion in the comment section below and share your political perspective. Thank you, and let's meet in the next video. Bye bye. But if you have not subscribed, please do so. Be blessed. Bye bye.